Welcome to the channel. My name is June and this is Run 6 Co, a place where I speak on my faith, my family, and fitness and or running. Because I've been getting a lot more gear questions lately, I figured I would start reviewing and posting some of the stuff I've been using for the past 2 years. With that said, for today, we are speaking on the ASICS Superblast. This is the first version, and not just my first impressions, but this is a shoe I've put well over 500 miles. So you're getting more than just a initial review, but basically how it holds up long term. With that said, let's jump to it. Don't know where to place a shoe, so next to my face will suffice. But as I stated, so I initially bought this shoe. I think it was the second shoe that I bought when I began running, and it has been one of the best investments that I've made for my feet. Now, because I did drop $200 on this shoe and a previous shoe, I did not want to buy another shoe for training purposes. So when I got serious into the Chicago Marathon and training from Shin Splints, this shoe was my go-to just for comfort, stability, and I was using it for recovery. I was using it for tempo, intervals, and even long runs. So is the shoe made for all those three things? Maybe, maybe not. But from experience, it worked out well for each workout. With that said, there are pros and cons that I'll get to. So let's jump to it. All right, so the good stuff first. Number one, I would say, is the cushion longevity. So even at 500 plus miles, the midsole still feels springy, protective. There's still a lot of comfort in the shoe. Not only have I ran in these, but I sometimes would use it for my long commutes. So if I'm traveling, I have worn the shoe. It's gone to Puerto Rico with me twice, and Idaho as I traveled during my training period. So I could only take one pair. I put these on, travel with them, still holding up. Number two, although it does seem like a fairly big shoe, the lightweight for the size is fantastic. So despite the max stack, it does feel nimble, and even with sore legs, you can't really tell that you have these bad boys on. The versatility of the shoe, I would say it would be a number 3 on here, and something I discussed earlier in the video. I did use it for long runs, tempo, sessions, and even easy days, and it worked. I honestly, this is, if not one of my favorites, I would say it's probably my favorite shoe. Fourth, the stable platform. So with the wide base, it does provide stability despite the high stack. So I feel that, I don't know if you can tell from the video, but when your foot, how do I describe it? So it feels like your foot sits between a larger platform. So your foot's not going anywhere. It's the best way I can describe it. Probably not the best way, but best way for now, I guess. Anyways, number 5, the upper comfort, excuse me. So it does have a breathable mesh. Lockdown has held up pretty well or very well. I did run in the rain in these several times. So although they did get wet, it was fairly easy to dry once I left them outside. So that said, here are a few of the cons. Number one, the price point. So there are newer versions of the shoe. If I'm not mistaken, that newer version sits at $200 or so, US dollars. When I bought these, it was the same price. So it was $199 plus tax. If you're able to find the shoe now, I did see online some places had it at $170. So still up there in price. However, for the amount of miles and use of the shoe, well worth it. Number two, there is no plate. It's not a plated shoe. So some runners might miss on the pop or the carbon feel of a fast marathon shoe. So if you're looking for speed or personal best or personal record, and you're looking for a shoe that's gonna give you that bit of pop to make you slightly faster at higher speeds, this may not be that shoe or the go-to shoe for that. Three, the tall stack can feel awkward. If you're going fast and trying to take those sharp turns or having those short intervals, it may feel awkward, may take some time to get used to. Even as a newer shoe, when I got into running, getting into these higher stack shoes felt very weird. However, the only type of shoe that I could use nowadays. So, Outsole Wear, and I don't know if you can tell here, but it is noticeably smoother after all these miles. So I still have some of the grip in the front. Let's see, I don't know if you can, but that's all gone at the bottom. Hasn't affected me yet. And number five, as shoes get better, some are even getting higher, and the stack legality may come into issue or play. I don't know if this one per se is banned from marathons or runs like that, but that's one thing to keep in mind. If you're buying high stacked shoes and you're planning on using those, just be aware of what you can and cannot use. All right, so who's this shoe for? If you want a super trainer or a versatile shoe that's going to last you way longer than a race day shoe, I would say the ASICS Superblast 1, which is what I have, or now the 2, would be the perfect go-to shoe. So again, it's perfect for marathon training, high mileage weeks. And if you want something that's good for easy days as well as hard days, I think this shoe is going to give you best of both worlds without having to, spend money on additional shoes if you don't. Now, if you are a newer runner or prefer something that's that has less stack, the shoe may be uncomfortable at first. Again, I mentioned it took me some getting used to. But if you're looking for high volume work weeks, I believe this shoe is going to be gold for you. So definitely worth the money that you are spending, or a good investment. With that said, so after 500 miles plus at this point, the ASICS Superblast is and will forever be one of my favorite shoes. Cushioned, bouncy, durable, and although higher in the price range, definitely worth the investment for your feet, your calves, your shins, your legs, especially if you're logging in those very serious miles. So with that said, if you have experience with the shoe, or if you have one of the newer versions, please let me know. I am looking to purchase that. I don't see the need right now for what I'm training for, and since these shoes are still working out for me, I really don't see a need to jump into the second version as of yet. But I'd love to hear how your shoes are holding up, or if you're on the fence and you get these, love to hear your thoughts and feedback. So there you have it, ASICS Superblast, one definitely worth your money. With that said, I appreciate you watching. If you're still here, as every channel says, please like, comment, subscribe. It does mean a lot, to interact with other runners, or if you're new, please let me know where you are on your journey. So with that said, my name is June. This is Run 6 Co. Until next time, endure with purpose. Adios.